you chose wrong. Let's correct the lie that most men tell themselves after a relationship ends. She changed. No, she didn't. You just chose wrong. And I'm not saying that to tear you down. I'm saying that because if you don't take ownership of the truth, you will repeat the same cycle with a different woman, same outcome. This isn't about power because the moment you say she changed, you give your power away. But the moment you say, I chose wrong, you take it back. You were attracted, not aligned. You didn't choose her based on alignment. You chose her based on attraction. Let's be honest. She looked good. She made you feel good. She gave you attention, and that was enough for you to move forward. But attraction is not selection. Attraction is emotional, selection is intentional. And most men skip the selection phase completely. You didn't ask her, does she respect structure? Does she have discipline? Does she handle conflict with maturity? Nope. You ask, how do I feel when I'm around her? That's not leadership. That's emotional dependency. And dependency always leads to poor decisions. You ignored what didn't fit. Let's go a little bit deeper because this is where most men lose. You saw the inconsistencies early, but you minimized them. You tell yourself it's not that serious. She'll grow out of it. I just need to lead better. Listen carefully. You cannot lead someone into becoming who they're not ready to be. That's not leadership. That's control disguised as hope. And hope without standards is dangerous. Because every time you ignore a red flag, you train yourself to tolerate dysfunction. A man rooted in integrity and responsibility acts on truth, not emotion. You saw the truth, but you delayed the action. And delay will always cost you. Choose self image. Because the truth is, you don't attract what you want, you accept what you believe you deserve. If your self image is weak, you will tolerate disrespect, inconsistency, emotional instability. Not because you like it, but because it matches how you see yourself. Your self image controls your decisions, your behavior, and your standards. So if deep down you feel, I don't want to lose her, I might not find better, I need to make this work, then you will stay in the same situation that clearly is misaligned. Strong men don't negotiate with misalignment, they exit. You confuse potential with reality, and this is where it really breaks down. You don't choose who she was, you choose who you thought she could become. You saw flashes of good behavior, effort, alignment, and you built a future off of moments instead of patterns. That's a mistake because patterns reveal character. Moments create illusion, and an illusion is where most men live in relationships. You fell in love with potential instead of evaluating consistency. Consistency is the only thing that matters in the long term. When reality hits, and eventually the real version of her will become undeniable, the inconsistency stayed, the behavior repeated, the respect declined, and now you're confused. But there's nothing confusing about it. You ignored the reality until reality forced you to see it. And by that time, you're already emotionally invested, and that's why it hurts. Not because she changed, but because you waited too long to accept the truth. And now we correct the pattern. You faced the truth early. Leadership you chose based on standards and integrity. You act when something is off. For purpose, you don't center your life around a woman. Self discipline means you walk away without hesitation. This is how you stop choosing wrong. She didn't change is not the problem, it's the lesson. Because once you accept that, you become more selective, more disciplined, and more aligned. And that's when everything changes. Because remember this, all that you have inside of you is all that you need. My name is Mr. Smith. This is Self Transformation 369. If you want more information like this, I've created some transformational courses. Go over to the Manhood Mastery Academy at Self Transformation 369. Look around at what we have over there and pick what will work for you. My name is Mr. Smith. I'll see you at the next one.